In the third video in this Keys of Karma series, I introduced the understanding that the image bodies that arise within the multimetaverse have no meaning other than joy. The universe is a kaleidoscope, an endless bloom of energy patterns and of life. But there is no overarching judgment or chronology or instruction. There is simply the invitation to be and to expand and to write the record. Our being and expansion is always held securely within an individual yet connected to the whole balance we may term karma. Each body loci is having a unique experience that may be termed a point of view. For example, there is the point of view of an insect in the shade. There is the point of view of the insect in the sun. This object lesson is very oversimplified because the point of view of a being through the filter of a body is a fusion of a multitude of experiences. All the experiences are experiences of energy that is the local environment of the body. Shade and sunshine are patterns of energy that may be experienced. If the insect in the shade were to have a conversation with the insect in the sun, again to oversimplify, but the conversation could go in a couple of directions. They could each insist that the world is only shade or only sun, which it is for them, at least until they crawl a little further. This insistence could lead to an enmity. Or they could acknowledge the other's experience and expand by sharing experiences that they aren't locally having. Or rather, the intimacy of communication and sharing allows a larger body to organize, and for the loci, point of view, and environment to expand. A relationship or community of insects, we might say. And a community is a body. Of course, insects don't have conversations as such, although they do have their own ways of communicating. Think of a beehive or an ant colony. Most loci, bodies, and points of view within the universe don't seem to have an outside view of their own experience. They are simply being within that point of view and energetic environment. In other words, most bodies don't participate in meaning. They don't interpret their experience. They simply are their experience. And thus the universe blooms for eons, being itself and producing energy patterns, artifact, bodies, and record, yet remaining meaningless. Except the universe produced a curious artifact we may term human. Here we are. And humans interpret their own experience and the experience of others that humans encounter. This capacity and obsession with interpretation humans have must then be accounted for within the algorithm of karma. Let's talk more about this in the next video lesson.